there's no just accidentally making it to the top of a rock climb, and it's just same with real estate. There's no accidents. I mean, it definitely takes skill, it takes hard work, it takes creativity. It's just the blend of all that I think draws me to climbing and real estate. I got started in real estate 6.5 years ago. One of my really good friends at the time was in the business, and I've followed him out on some appointments, and I've always been into sales in the past, and so when I really got a flavor and a taste of the deals and the action and just the variety of real estate, I was hooked. I jumped in and just took off running. Don't know if I'm coming back for more. Burn it up again. Some of my most exciting accomplishments have to do with some of the big sales I had that I didn't even use the MLS for. I just happened to know the seller, know the buyer, and one of those or two of those deals were in the same week. One was $1.5 million, one was $1.7 million, and didn't even use the MLS, had them both sold that same week. I've had a couple others, one at 2.5, one at 2.7, same thing, just knew the seller, knew the buyer. It was the perfect situation, and those are like just sweet. It's neat too because it's like creates these rumors in the neighborhood of how did it get done. I mean, there's rumors like that someone went and knocked on the guy's door and said I'd buy your house, and and then I send out mail and tell them how it really got done. It's a fun process. I started climbing in, I think it was high school was when I officially started climbing. I did it once when I was at a camp, and at the time I remembered the rappelling being the fun part, so that's how I kind of got back into it. But then quickly it was like, wait a minute, the rappelling is the boring part, the climbing's fun. I love Las Vegas. I'm from Eugene, Oregon, went to school in Southern California, got a degree in biology at Whittier College, and I used to come out here on the weekends to climb all the time. So after I graduated college and went to Europe and finally realized I had to come get a job, Vegas was like the only option. I can climb year-round, there's sunshine, there's rock climbing, mountain biking, great restaurants, entertainment. It's small. I didn't like the rain of the Northwest. I didn't like the traffic of California. I mean, it was like the answer to everything I could want. So it was an obvious choice. The hardest route I've done is I've done a couple 513Cs, and the way the rock climbing scale goes, it's basically 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". Once you get into 5'10", you've got a letter designation, 5'10A, B, C, and D, then 5'11". So there's a pretty big difference between a 5'10 and a 5'13". 5'14 used to be the top. Now there's just a select few that are kind of breaking into that 5'15 range. So I'm up there. I'd say I'm, I don't know, I'd make the cutoff if I was at the Masters, but I wouldn't win. If that makes any sense for you golfers out there. Got to feel inside the orange sun. I love climbing ultimately because it's fun. I mean, I like individual sports. I'm like a control nut. I just like to have the ball. I like it to be my turn. So I like the fact that it's athletic, it's physical, it's challenging. But it's like a playground. I mean, climbing out these big steep caves on these roofs. I mean, it's just the challenge, the athleticness of it, and ultimately the variety. There's definitely some similarities between rock climbing and selling real estate. I'd say first of all is really the problem-solving aspect. When I get on a route that's at my limit, it can take me several tries or times on that route just to figure out how to do the moves, like where I'm supposed to put my foot, just how to even get to the top, let alone do it without falling. And it feels the same with real estate sometimes. I mean, whether it's finding that right property or what do we got to do to get this property sold. I mean, it's a challenge. I mean, it's a bit of a puzzle, a little bit of a challenge. It takes some hard work, and there's no just accidentally making it to the top of a rock climb. And it's just same with real estate. There's no accidents. My plans for the future, a lot of stuff. I'm really excited on the business side of things. My team's continuing to grow, so business is exciting. I'm enjoying getting out and climbing more. As you can see, I'm out at Mount Charleston today. It's a beautiful day. What else? Looking to get out and just travel a little bit more. I really haven't gotten out much in a while as the market's tanked. You know, it's been a lot of work, a lot of elbow grease to keep deals together and get short sales approved. So it's nice to finally see some sales picking up and looking forward to having some more fun.